Again, I think it's very easy. I also think you're allowed to use your calculator. Well, I know you can use your calculator, which is very helpful. I'd rather do a bunch of problems. All right, show you exactly how to do it. Use your calculator to speed the process up. All right, sometimes it's easy mental math. I prefer that you not use a calculator for easy mental math. And there's only a couple problems that I'm requiring you not to use your calculator on. All right, and I'll show you exactly what that means. All right, so today, I know you've done unit rate already, so it's not really a big deal. So that's what today is, a unit rate, but I'm not sure about the explanation, so there is some confusion. All right, so I want to ask you, yes, ma'am.
What did you mean number 2?
We're class number 2.
Oh.
All right, there's class number 1, class number 2. All right, so what I want on your paper to start out with is this. I want everybody to write down for question number 1. All right, I want everybody to write the fraction. So it'd be $120 every 5 days. So you make $120 every 5 days. Now the question is, then how much money would you make per day? All right, so all we're doing is dividing. Thank you. So divide that out for me and tell me what it is. Yes, thank you so much. Very good. So the correct answer, we have to put the units though. So I want you to be able to tell me it's $24 per what? Per day. That's exactly right. $24 per day. All right, that is a rate. All right, that is a rate. All right. Yes, that's exactly right. Now, if you want, you could put $24 over 1 day, but the 1 is understood to be. All right. So, Xavier, if I ask you about question number 2, what would you write down? That's right. So you'd write 275 miles over 14 gallons. When you divide that out, tell me what that comes out to be, please. He's got it. 19 point what? And we're always going to round to 2 decimal places. 19.64, but then you'd have to tell me what is the ratio. It would be 19.64 what? Miles per what? That's right. Now, how did I know it was miles per gallon? Because I looked. Miles per gallon. That's how simple it is. I never understood why kids get that so confused. The top letter is read first. The bottom letter is read second. So this is actually how it's written sometimes. Miles, the P stands for what? Per, and the G, gallon. Miles per gallon. And what does that exactly mean, Xavier? What does 19.64 miles per gallon mean? Stand down, he's going to explain.
That's how many miles.
Every what? Every gallon. Like I said, I don't understand the trouble, but so many people have trouble with that. If I say 19.64 miles per gallon, that means you can go 19.64 miles every what? Every gallon. That's what that means. All right? So, now, number 3. All right, Sienna, how am I going to write number 3? That's right. So you would say 338 points every what? 16 games. So divide that out and tell me what that means. Now, I like what she said, 21.125. Now, there's no real rounding here because the decimal terminates. All right, so it's not necessary to round that. All right, so we would say approximately 21.125 what? That's exactly right. Points per game. And some kids say, well, I don't really think you can score 0.125 points. So we want to round that. We don't have to round it. Okay, we don't have to round it. It's possible to score a fraction of a point. because it's an average. This is an average, not exactly what you do. Everybody okay with that? All right, so number 4 now. Tell me.
So it's $19.49 per 6 pounds.
That's correct. So now, tell me what that means.
So you divide 3.248, and then a bunch of 30.
So now we're talking about money, right?
All right,
So we could say about $3.24 per what?
per pound.
That is exactly correct. Per pound. Let me understand that. I don't think it's that hard. But listen, it's super, super, super important. Super. All right, so Bella, help me out. So what are you thinking about number 5? What would it be?
17 gallons over 4 minutes. You divide it, and that's 4.25 per minute.
What?
Gallons per minute.
There you go. Gallons per minute. I'm pretty happy with that. All right. Number 6. Jack. Good for you, buddy. What about number 6? Right, 180 feet in 19 seconds is about what? Now we will always round to 2 decimal places, so 9. So we say 9.47 what? What per second? There you go. Feet. Thank you very much. Feet per second. The units are extremely important. All right. I don't think that's that bad. All right. Everybody okay with that? All right. Now, the next problem is really the most important part of the day is this right here. All right. You go to the store and you got to try to figure out the best buy. All right. Is everybody with me? Now, do you want it dollars per ounce, or do you want it ounces per dollar? Dollars per ounce. That's just easier to check it. Everybody agree with me? Dollars per ounce. So what goes into the calculator first? The dollars, because I said what? Dollars per ounce. So I'm going to call this A. We're going to call this B. We're going to call this C. All right. Now, what are we going to do for A? What goes in the calculator first? That's right. Now, listen, we don't need this to do on the calculator because we're dividing by what? And when we divide by 10, Tucker, what do I do to the decimal?
You take it out.
Move it how many places?
2 places. Well, no, 1 place.
1 place, because there's 1 0. All right? So we move it 1 place to the left. And the reason I remember that is because when dividing, I know the number's getting what? Smaller. So that's how I knew I moved it to the left. All right? Is everybody okay with that? So if I divide that, you should be able to tell me that, bless you, that A is going to be 0.339, and that would be dollars per what? Per ounce. Dollars per ounce. So I want you to tell me now B, since we didn't have to do any math on that. All right? B would be how much? What would 4.54 divided by 14. Now remember, that's ounces in dollars. So that's going to equal how much?
32. Around 32.
What's 32?
Sir,
Thank you.
0.32.
$0.324 per what? There you go. So which so far is the best deal?
The first one. Or the second one.
That's what I'm talking. You remember what I told you, right? Slow down. Tell me. I know. I'm trying to teach you. Slow down, buddy. You're smart. You don't have to rush. Just answer it. Sean, what about C? How do I set that up? And? Okay, but round it to 3 decimal places. Round it to 3 decimal places, like I've done.
Oh, so 3, 4, 7.
Okay. All right, so there's your cost. All right, so Sean, what's the best deal here? B. Now I'm telling you something right now, Sean. You hear me? You see my work? See all the work I'm doing? You can't have less than my work. No, you're not doing less than me. You're writing it down like everyone else is doing. You have to write it down. I mean it, Sean. Your grade was too close this 9 weeks. You understand me, right? I want higher, right? Come on now. Write it out. I saw that look too, Sean. I'm not scared of your looks. I'm still bigger. 3 or 4 years you might be bigger, but right now I'm bigger. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Now, again, listen to what I'm saying now. Yes, number 8, thank you. All right, now I need help with number 8. Max, tell me about number 8. So what is her rate? What would I have to do? That's right. Now you're going to write down, Sean. You're going to write down 170 m over 2.5 h. Do that for me. I'm waiting for Max. 68 what, though? You have to tell me what. The units are important. 68. Yes, miles per hour. All right, now that's sometimes how they write miles per hour, right? The P just stands for the fraction bar. So that means you can travel what? 68 miles every what? Every hour. So my question to you is, if I'm driving for 4 hours, how far down the road can I get? Shh. Watching your work over there. How did you get that? No. Listen to what I'm saying now. Come on. Think about it. Here, look up. Tell me what this means. 68 miles per hour. I'm going for how long? So how many miles down the road can I get? There we go. Is that right? What did he say? 272. 272 miles. You understand me now, right? All right. Very good. Thank you very much. No, I'm glad you said that, buddy. Good job. So we're going to write down, I'm just going to write the answer down. 272 miles. I really don't want to just tell him what the answer is, all right? The whole point is he's asking me because he wants to understand, not just tell the answer so he can write it down. Anybody can write that down, right? All right, doesn't matter. All right, here's what I need you to tell me. What does, in your own words, what does 68 miles per hour mean?
You can drive 68 miles an hour.
That's exactly right. So if I'm going for 4 hours, what would I do?
You do 68 miles. No. I'm telling you about that.
No. Listen to me. Stop here so I can show you. Look up. This is just understanding. All right? So here we go. In 1 hour, I can go 68 miles, correct?
Yes.
So in 2 hours, I can go how far? You got a calculator there. Right, 136 miles. So
Oh, so you do 16 times 4.
now you understand. Right, come on, Tucker. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly right. Now it's obvious. Now I know you know what you're doing. 68 times 4. All right? That's what I wish everybody would do. If you don't know something, ask me. All right? Just writing down the answers is no good. It's no benefit. Writing down the answers. All right? That's why I want you to write down the work. All right? It's good for you, for your processing and understanding. Don't mention any names. All right, here we go. He knows who I'm talking to. All right, here we go. Now what I want you to do is we're going to jump down, and I'm going to try to work with you on 37 through 49 real quick. All right, because these are kind of some review questions. All right. Now, again, I still don't care if we use our calculator. All right, I still don't care. You didn't say anything today. Why not? You're up. Tell me about 37. What is a fraction? What would it be?
So 155 over 75.
Yes. So now, here's what happened last class. I put 75, and then they thought it was what? 750. So we don't say oranges with an O. We say like OR for orange. Do you agree with that? I just don't want to make a mistake. And then A. So if I reduce that fraction, I'm listening. Everybody's doing it on the calculator, writing it down like I'm doing, and then telling me the answer.
So 2. So for every apple, it's 2.
What? 150. Eve, are you with me? 155. ABC 75.
Oh, wait.
And then hit equals.
2 and 1.
Now convert it to improper. Second. ABC. What is it? Yes, 31 over 15. So we'd say there's 31 apples to 15 oranges. I typed it on the calculator. Do 155. There's nothing I can do. 155, ABC 75, and then hit equals, and then you convert it into improper fraction. I convert it to a decimal. This converts it. See, buddy, what? Remember what I told you? I don't know how to use your calculator because you weren't listening when I said go make sure you buy this calculator. All right. So, shift ABC. Like I said. All right. Everybody okay? Everybody okay with that? What? Second button, and then ABC again. And equals. Well, you should already know that, brother. You understand me? You should already know that. All right? See the trick working there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, come on now. No excuses. All right, okay, 38. There was a relationship between a cup and a pint. There's a relationship between a cup and a pint. Sean, do you remember? Anybody else? I think it's 2 to 1. 2 cups for every pint. So if I have 9 pints, how many cups is that? 18. Thank you very much. That's what I'm saying. Calm, take a breath, tell me the answer. You with me? That's the way it should always be. No reason to hurry. 7 cups to 18 cups, and then what happens to the C's? They cancel. 7 over 18. Yes. What? How many cups in a pint? How many? 2. If you forgot, just write it down. I don't care. You can look that information up. All right? But I'm trying to remind you, as we're doing these problems, I'm trying to get you better at the conversions. I'm not asking you to memorize them. I'm just saying, oh, yeah, we did that before. We should know. All right? And every day we should get a little better at it, reviewing all of the information. All right? So here we go. Quarts and gallons. Who remembers the relationship between a quart and a gallon? Quart and gallon. Yes, 4 quarts to a gallon. Is everybody okay with that? 4 quarts to a gallon. So if I have 11 gallons, I have how many quarts? 44. So now everybody's going to write down on their paper. Everybody's going to write down on their paper 44 quarts to 11 quarts. Right, Sean? Thank you, sir, very much. And then, of course, we reduce that to just what? Just what?
4.
Just 4, exactly. Just 4. Because what can I do to the quarts? Those units do what? Cancel, and then 44 over 11 is 4 to 1, but of course we know 4 to 1 is the same as 4. Yes, ma'am. No, because what happened to the quarts? They cancel. No, believe it or not, no. What they're doing is they're showing you that this is just 4 times larger. 11 gallons is 4 times larger than 11. You found that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at number 40. Uh-oh. A ton and a pound. What's the relationship between tons and pounds? You know? Close. Say it. No.
2,000.
Yeah, 2,000. All right. So again, I'm not caring that you don't know. I'm just trying to go through some of these with you so you'll be familiar later on, maybe when you take a standardized test. All right. 2,000 pounds is 1 ton. Try to put that into your memory. 2,000 pounds is equal to 1 ton. So if I have 16 tons, how many pounds do I have? Tell me. Very good. Thank you, Max. 32,000. Now, notice I put the 32,000 on the bottom and the 900 on the top because that's the order in which they were listed. Does everybody agree with that? Now, what can I do with 2 zeros? Yes, you can cross. That's exactly correct. Thank you very much. Cross that out, cross that out. So I have 9 over 320. 9 over 320. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, ma'am.
You don't simplify it.
Well, you can try.
No, wait, never mind.
Right?
Wait.
And that's okay. Do 9 over 320 on your calculator. Honestly, I'm glad you asked me. Honestly. But just type it on your calculator. It'll reduce it if it can.
This is
Yeah, see what, so it's telling you it doesn't reduce. I want you to tell me.
well, I added 3 plus 2, but then I added the 1, 0 as a 1.
Okay, so now listen to me, guys. Cross out 41, 42, 43. I don't care about those. All right? That's why I crossed them out. All right, now I'm back to 44 through 49. I want to talk about inches. Come on, Gray. Stay with me, man. All right, I want someone to tell me the relationship between inches and feet. Come on, girls. Inches and feet. Tell me. That's 36 inches in a yard. That's close. Yes. 12 inches is 1 foot. 12 inches is 1 foot, so if I have 36 inches, Gray, 3 feet. Thank you, sir. So 36 inches is equal to 3 feet. Now, again, I'm just repeating this over and over because I want it to try to sink into your brain. All right? You can put the iPads up. I'm not sure what you're doing. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right, just make sure that's what you guys are doing. I don't know what y'all are doing. All right. Now, one more time. How many inches in a yard?
36.
36. So if I have 4 yards,
36 times 144.
Yes, sir. I'm waiting.
144.
Yes, thank you very much. 144 inches. All right, pretty happy with that. Guys, it's getting better. Uh-oh. Ooh, who knows? I don't think we've done this one before. Fluid ounces in a cup. Sean, do you know?
Is this one
No.
4?
Definitely no.
8.
Say it again? 8. Yes. Believe it or not. Good one. 8 fluid ounces is 1 cup. 8 ounces is 1 cup. So if I have 6 cups, I have what? That's right. I have 48 ounces. All right, I have 48 ounces. Everybody okay with that? That's right. Fluid ounces. All right, 47 now. Now, I'm surprised some kids didn't know this. The relationship between meters and centimeters. You're good. What was that? How many? Century. What's a century?
100.
100. So then there's probably 100 what? No, we're talking centimeters and meters, guys.
Oh. 100 centimeters in a meter.
Right, 100 centimeters is equal to a meter. Now, here's where people made a mistake. Say it again. Yes, most people don't know that. It's less than 1. So it's 4 out of 100. Does everybody see that? 4 out of 100 represents 0.04. 0.04. All right, now, the next one. ml. What is ml? Yeah, milliliters. Somebody tell me how many? How many? Thank you, Sean. Very good. So I want everybody to write down there are 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. So if I have 476, do I have more or less than 1? Less. So it's going to be what decimal? What decimal is that? Yay, 0.476. Because technically, you could write it as 476 out of what? 1,000. All right, that's why it was what? 0.476. Very good. Very, very good. Yes, ma'am. Okay, so let me tell you. So, here is 1 milliliter. There are what? I'm sorry. That's 1 liter. That's 1 liter. This right here, from here to here, is 1,000 milliliters. They're the same. You hear that? So now watch how I used to show my kids. If I have 476 milliliters and I have 1 liter, I can't really do anything. Right? So 1 liter, I can move that out and change it to what? 1,000 milliliters. Does that make sense now? And then the milliliters cancel. So it's just 476 divided by 1,000. Hopefully you like that. Yes. I think it's TBLS. I don't know why you would ask me that when you just check it on the abbreviation for tablespoon.
Oh,
True.
TBS.
TBS. All right. Now, all right, here we go. Last one for me. Kilometer and meter. What's the relationship between a kilometer and a meter? Kilometer and a meter. Come on. Tell me. Yes. 1,000. 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. All right? 1,000 meters is 1 kilometer. So if I have 3.5 kilometers, I'm going to have how many meters? Thank you, sir. That's a good job. 3,500. All right, so we did a lot today as far as that goes. I appreciate that. Yes. 47 again. I have 0.04.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Now listen to me, guys. Everybody's got to get your heads up. Heads up, heads up, heads up. The last 6. No calculator. You can only use a calculator to check your work. So tomorrow, hint, hint, if you don't have the work for 50 through 55, it's a what?
0.
0. No joking. All right, no joking. I need you to be good at adding and subtracting fractions. All right, I don't really mind the calculator doing the division stuff because we all know how to divide. I would much rather do more problems than spend time doing the what? Division. Okay, so I want the calculator to do the work except for the last what? Except for the last 6. Everybody hearing me, Sean? Just making sure because I don't want you to be upset with me tomorrow if I give you a 0. All right, you have to show your work. All right, now I told you on these problems to write out the fraction. All right, I don't want just the answers written down. All right, I don't want that. Write the work. All right, and if that's a problem, then I have to start making you just show me all the division and no calculator. Those are your choices. All right, I'd much rather use the calculator. You have to show me you know how to do it. All right, then let the calculator do the work. Thank you, Sean. All right, try to finish up or do as much as you can.